welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
So we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. These guys also found in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Really impressive.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Love will try with his legs. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Love. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Love now. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. I hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Short throw caught by Bowers. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 103 in the yardage department.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And Week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and a yard. Open man is Ibuka. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Packers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now...
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Commanders' 26-yard line.
They'll give up the middle. Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now Gino. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Smith.
at the 9-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
George Pickens.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Gino. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Geno Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out execute it, we can walk away with a win.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Commanders.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Packers defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. Running free at the 45. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Chuba Hubbard. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That was a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another here in week 2.
Why walk on the touchdown machine this early? But sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Love looking to throw it. And they set up the screen. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Love. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Love. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. Keyshawn Boutte, 70 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Throwing is Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Geno now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Love, they go play action now. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Washington.
To throw now, here's Love. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Love.
The 36-yard line.
Gets this complete to Buto. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a 1st down.
Washington.
Play fake. Here's Love. This is Fant on the short completion. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete to Noah Fant. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Love. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders.
Love now. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
Love from the gun. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Packers get set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Open man is Ibuka. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
To throw is Smith.
Third and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards. That's good.
Back to throw, Smith. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Gino. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
A gain of 4 yards.
Throwing again is Smith. Pass caught by Burden. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard
Smith.
brings up second and 3.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Smith now to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they get and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Geno Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. This is Fant on the short completion. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This time they stay on the ground. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A gain of 12. First down, Commanders.
Throwing. Love. Open man is Higgins. This is second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally marked down at the 23. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Running right, it's Hubbard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Love. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Looking middle, and he's got a Buka. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. Short throw caught by Bowers. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Gino now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. this play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Packers first down.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. He's got a little daylight. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Packers first down.
Now it's Smith. That is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Smith. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved down in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Ooh, what a move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Commanders' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart. And that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
Love. That's caught over the middle by Fant. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll send the tight end in motion. Love. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First down, Commanders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. McPherson on for the point after. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker.
And they'll accept that penalty. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play, a fresh set of downs.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith. Open man is Ibuka. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Here's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Following the interception, Love. Gets this complete to Bunte. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And the Washington offense heading out.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Gino. And that is incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. So give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read. Seeming that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Smith. Oh, no, lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Commanders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good. But they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw is Smith. Throw left side, held in by Pickens.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers.
Now Smith. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Shaq Thompson in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Under pressure, they got him again. Aleem McNeil, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Love. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Love will hang on to it. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the right side, held in by McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. 2nd and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
That's good.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Now Smith. Pass to the right side and caught by Vernon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
12 yards.
And now the spike comes with 15 seconds on the clock. Again, Smith. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another.
One last throw here for Smith. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Washington, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.